Welcome back to the channel. Minette and I are in the great state of Tennessee. I'll let her tell you a little bit about what we're doing this week.
So earlier this week, Michael drove me all the way to Orlando, Florida to Disney World. And we had so much fun. We walked, we rode wild rides, nice calm rides. We just had a good time. We even got to experience both water parks this time for our first time ever. We've never been to Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon, but we really had a good time. You know, if any of you's ever been to Disney, it's a lot of walking. But anyway, we really enjoyed it. So knowing that Michael was going to have to do all that driving and it was going to be a kind of a busy, exciting part of our vacation, I thought, well, let's take a few days on our way home, stop about halfway between Orlando and home, and just relax. So I found us this amazing little cabin on this lake here. There's only 2 cabins right here on this lake, and we're in one of them. No one's in the other one. So we pretty much have this whole spot to ourselves, and what we're going to do for the next few days is relax and fish and just enjoy each other and enjoy some downtime before we get back to the hustle and bustle of life. So we're just gonna show y'all a little bit of this cabin. There's a few things in this cabin, several things that actually remind us of our cabin that we had in Mississippi that we loved and we just had to part with. But we also rented it on Airbnb for about 1.5 years, I think. Yeah. And we really enjoyed that. And we've actually been talking about trying to get back into that because we enjoyed it and we miss it. And being here is really giving us that itch. So maybe in the future we'll have another Airbnb.
Yeah, so we'll show you some of the cool little features about this Airbnb. And I would like to say Airbnb is a great community. We've been a part of it now for several years. Even before we had our own space as a host, we've been a guest at a lot of Airbnbs, of which this is an Airbnb, and it's a great one in a great spot. Quiet place, quiet area, right on the lake. You can't ask for much better. So yeah,
and also, so where we are is when we got here last night, it was already dark, and it was like just you take 6 miles down this road, 4 miles down that road. Anyhow, it's in the middle of nowhere. But last night we got here, we were tired and hungry. We went into town, just I don't know, about 8 or 9 miles away. Yep. And there's a little restaurant called the Iron Horse. They had live music. It was packed. An older couple let us sit with them. It was so nice. Yeah, there was nowhere to sit, so they let us join them at their table. Nice folks, yeah. It was really, really good place to eat. Yeah. Very friendly, good music.
Awesome burgers for sure.
So anyway, let us show you this, and then later on we're going to get to some fishing.
Yes. Man, you can't ask for much better. I mean, this view is right out your back door at the Airbnb we're staying in. Look out onto this porch. Got a fire pit, barbecue grill, and there is a lake. And I mean, it is absolutely beautiful out here. Absolutely beautiful. This place is nice. They even have kayaks. For our use, if you're a guest, you can use the kayaks and get out and enjoy the lake. So anyway, we are really looking forward to a good time. If you guys want to, see on the inside, I'll do a little quick walk around. So you come in, and there's kitchen area, living room area, TV. They got a little electric fireplace. Everything you would need in an Airbnb. I love their decor in here. I mean, our Airbnb, we had
3 or 4
deer heads mounted on the wall, and we had pheasant and duck and fish and all that stuff. And there's a sleeping loft upstairs. I think we're already washing some clothes in here, so it might be noisy, but washer and dryer, bathroom. Oh, maybe some lights on might help. Yep. And bedroom. All that you could ask for and
need. There's a seating area upstairs and a whole nother bed upstairs.
I'll take you up and let you see this. Now, if you are a person that has a hard time climbing at all, not going to be the best place for you to be up here. But it is a really good use of the space that they've had. I mean, it is nice up here. A little seating area. Can't ask for much better. There's the old faithful Chevrolet Silverado Realtree Edition out there waiting on us. So, you guys, if you know us and follow our channel, oh, you got to be careful about these steps. They're kind of far apart. You really can't do this one-handed. Anyway, what I was going to say was, if you know us and follow our channel, know my wife, you know she's kind of crazy anyway, but she dreamed last night I traded her trucking and she woke up mad at me. So
I was mad. It was really bad.
For the record, the truck is still out there.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, thank y'all for tuning in to our channel. Don't know what else we'll get into today. We'll get out on the lake at some point. We'll probably include a little bit of that in that video, just so you guys can get an idea for what it's like here at this Airbnb in Tennessee. All right, we decided to get the kayaks out. We're gonna try them and see what we can catch. Oh, I got one. What is that? A little largemouth. Yeah. We got one, finally, on the old Arky crankbait. So we'll turn him back loose. Be gone. Lost my wedding band. Cool thing is, I had my camera on, still recording, and apparently it pulled off of my finger when I was pulling Manette's kayak up out of the water, so we were able to run video footage back. I pulled mine up. As I was pulling up onto the bank, it was still on my hand, and the best we can tell, right as I pulled hers up, it was gone. So
yeah.
hopefully it's right here on the bank.
And hopefully the geese that walked over by the kayaks didn't eat it.
Yeah, I saw some geese down there. Hopefully they didn't.
But I'm glad it's not in the lake. We know that.
So y'all wish us luck, because we hope we go and get them to find this wedding band.
Here.
So here we are at the scene of the crime. That pulled up to right there. I grabbed her kayak right about here, pulled it up, and I had, my kayak was right here.
Yeah.
And I'd come back over to put some of those baits back in my box.
So it was on when you got off.
It was on when I got off and out of the water. Wish I could remember how far I pulled you up.
It was a good ways, watching the video back. Because I thought right here on the edge you were going to tip me. So it could even be right back here.
Or did I pull you up right here? Probably right here, huh?
Yeah, it was more of a, yeah.
But see, it would have stayed on as long as my hand was gripping it. When I let the boat go, is when I would have lost it. And if I moved my hand backwards swiftly, it could have flung behind me.
Well, let's wait out here and goose poop and look.
Yeah, there's plenty of goose poop. Grab that like that.
I'm trying to see if it would have popped off. Would it have gone down like this?
Well, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but would it have gone, like if you had this, would it have gone in, down there, or do you, I mean, it couldn't have flung, huh?
I mean, it would have.
Okay, yeah, it could have popped back.
You remember seeing me reach over and grab that paddle?
Yeah. Okay, so we were excited that we thought it was in the lake. Now I'm really hoping it's not in the lake. Like right here. Well, I've kind of searched in this little muddy place.
So I remember pointing out this plantain and kind of touching down at it.
Yeah.
I don't remember if that was before we turned to walk up the hill or right after I pulled you up. I think it was before we turned to go up the hill.
Yeah.
It's right out here somewhere.
Do you think when you got your bag off, it popped like underneath this? No, because you had it on when you pulled me off. Okay.
Yeah, I had it on and I grabbed to pull you up.
And then it wasn't there.
And it wasn't there.
Okay.
All right, so this is like a case of forensic files or something. Manette and I have got the GoPro footage, and we have been running it back and forth. We finally figured out the wedding band was broken as I was pulling my kayak up onto the bank and getting out of it.
Yeah.
Part of the ring, we could see it in the video, slow-moing it. What flew off and it landed
in the front of the kayak.
In the front of the kayak. Let's see.
It's
still there. Look at it.
Look.
How about that?
Oh my gosh. Here's the other part.
What?
Oh my gosh.
It was been in the kayak the whole
Baby, look.
Holy
oh my
moly.
gosh. How did you not feel that or that cut you?
Oh no, that is absolutely crazy. Wow.
Hey.
We solved the mystery, babe. We solved it.
Slow-mo.
We solved it. Look at it. Both pieces right there. And put it back on me like the day we got married, babe. Part of it.
Yeah, part of it, because it's pretty sharp. I don't want to cut you. Okay, there. You look weird
about
without
that?
one.
Wow.
Dang, that's so sharp.
Yeah. Wow.
What happened? Oh my God, I was in the kayak.
The whole time. That explains why I wasn't on the bank.
Well, you know, after just hurrying through the
Yeah.
video, we thought
Yeah.
it popped off when you pulled me up, but it actually,
So I was
you
sitting.
put your hand right in it.
I was sitting in here, and apparently it looked like as I was making motions, like it was already kind of cracked because of the way it was moving around on my finger. But I pushed my hands down to get my feet under me, and as I was coming up to come forward,
It was
we could see
steadily
the
slipping off.
top part of it coming off.
And we saw this laying right
we
there.
saw it laying on there, and as we kept slow-moing, it didn't move. Well, I knew that all I had done was pull this kayak up the bank. We hadn't flipped them over or anything.
Dude.
So we came down, and sure enough, you guys got to do it with us. There it is.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
We
man.
gotta get you another one.
But here's the thing, hey. That piece of gold band might be broken, but our marriage vows will never be broken. We're
Never
celebrating
have.
29 years
We are.
this month of marriage. Anyway, holy moly. We got it figured out.
That sucker's sharp. I don't know how you didn't feel that.
I didn't feel it.
It's sharp bad.
Cool.
Oh my gosh. That was really cool.
That was pretty awesome.
You know, I used to love that show, See No Evil, where they'd solve crimes watching the video
Yeah.
cameras.
Well, we solved this one.
We solved it.
We solved it. Thanks to GoPro footage. Man.
Yeah. Awesome.
Which, by the way, side note, the fishing in this lake, I'm just going to go ahead and call it out. This is Bedford Lake in Tennessee. I mean, I've caught 2 little bass in this thing.
And we've thrown.
We fished
Live
about
bait,
everything you can think.
like
We've even tried to catch bluegill with worms, and we tried to catch crickets. we tried it all. But anyway, still having a good time. This is the last leg of our little vacation for our anniversary. So ended on today ended
With a
on a good night.
broken wedding
We found
ring.
found my broken.
But we
wedding
found
ring.
it. The goose didn't eat it. It's not in the lake.
Yeah, we saw some. We had gone up to get a sandwich for lunch. We saw some geese after we pulled our boats up here, and I was like, "Oh man, I hope those geese didn't get it." I was like, "I may have to treble hook a goose," but we didn't have to do it. Anyway, wow,
Well, all right.
that's awesome. All right, well, I guess we'll see what else we can get into. Maybe you guys want to hang around with us. Never know what's going to happen. Lose our wedding bands or break them or whatever. Anyway, got it.
We got it.
Fun fact. Okay, here you go. Fun fact. I'm on my 3rd
It
wedding
is.
band. First wedding band, the original one when we got married, I broke it. And it came off somewhere in the covers or something in our bed one night. And it took us several days to finally find it. It was like wrapped up, you know, in a wrinkle in a sheet or something. And several years after that, I was
You had a new band.
at a deer camp up close to where some family lives with a new wedding band. I'd from inside the back of the truck, I'd let the tailgate down to load up a deer, and apparently it jerked it off. And like the year later, one of my aunts found it in the driveway out there.
Yep.
So then I got this wedding band, and it looks like I'm gonna have to get another one, but I'll keep getting as many as it takes because I love this woman.
That's right.
All right, enough of that.